Hey, as it turns out, when you get a good night's sleep, you can wake up in time to start whatever you plan to start. However, what I actually am trying to do here is make sure the stream health is okay, check the, do some quick checks just to make sure I have everything prepared as I am, supposed to have things prepared. And let's just get into our first run, which is going to be at Curious Birthmark Character Exclusive Random Item Mimi. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the start to the stream. So, not that I actually got a good night's sleep. I actually just woke up early, so probably after the stream, I'm gonna be tired and I'm gonna do some stuff. I mean, obviously, do things as normal as I have light, dexterity, charisma, strength, maybe a knowledge check, but definitely Takushi-san, no second encounter. Should remember it just to be sure. Yeah, business as usual, as the pinned comment says. Now, if it's not as usual, if for some reason I do 5 runs in a row successfully that are all... If we complete the Nuzlocke somehow this stream, we do. I did not do this. Oh, I did do that. Maybe I did do it. I'm already losing my mind less than 2 minutes into the stream. Well, either way, yeah, I'm not working at my most tired, but I'm definitely not... I didn't completely get a good night's rest, so forget what I just said earlier. Flood, Metamorphosis, Ward, Festival, and Mermaids. That's an interesting set. I think we have to take Metamorphosis. We don't have to, but I'm going to. And let's see. So we have Ward. We definitely have a seaside stuff. So yeah, I mean, downtown wouldn't be bad either for police patrols, but we're in Metamorphosis now. We might as well do Metamorphosis things. Now, I'm going to do Ward as well, but... this is one of those runs where I have to make a choice. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Because it's not like we're visiting downtown and Flood, so we're basically splitting down the Doom penalty evenly-ish of sorts. We need to actually grab the hospital pass as well. But as I try to focus on this run, I'm thinking of what I'm going to do after this, because there are a few things I'm looking into. And as I mentioned before, I've been swerving a lot. I think I swerved more than about 4 to 5 times at minimum. Oh, we're on app, aren't we? I might as well do this. This knowledge will help as much as possible. But yeah, swerving for a good reason. It's not like I'm swerving for no reason. Nice threat level increase. I guess we're gonna switch the police station back to downtown. Because now, if I get that event in downtown too, I guess just cry me. But I'll take a drink and calm down for a moment as I play autopilot. Play on autopilot. I really should just trade Reason here. But considering we have Flood, we can use this too. I should have known better than to go on with 0 funds. Although if I ran into an encounter there, maybe it was for the best. But we'll see if we do any other forced investigations. Because how I believed nice 12 roll by the way. How I believed World of Horror goes through his events is I want to say that the order's already in place. That's why seeds are a thing in the first place. Seeds aren't everything, but they do have an effect. You just don't notice them because sometimes it looks like events are still not playing out the same way as they should, which does kind of break the concept of a seed in video games. For those who don't know, seeds mostly set up the RNG of the game. It's hard to really make true RNG, if that makes any sense. And for certain game engines, I guess it's even harder, but... hold on, let me just focus here for a moment. Can I do this? I don't think I can do this. I think I just have to do this and hope, right? Yeah. Next turn we can see, but if we don't, we definitely have to eat that in the face. Do I have to do more? I might have to. I might have to hope and dream. This might already be bad. Well, hey, we'll go on this 50-50. Nope. Of course I missed that. My next question is, do we get anything else? That's the best we get. So we trade off 2 stamina for 1 reason and kick. That's gonna be the best I can hope for anyway. Insomnia. Are we on Curious Birthmark? Yeah, Curious Birthmark. I was like, why did I get that? Oh. So we can't do any more. Did I really not get enough damage done? I'm so sad. I don't think we got bonus damage either, so... What is this? Nope. Not enough. Actually not enough. Do I even have anything else I can throw? No, the scalpel only does 1 damage when thrown, so... I guess we are gambling on this. So we're gambling on another coin flip-ish, 45%. I mean, dying on a 25%, I mean, I should have healed, all things considered. I should have rested. I don't know why. I mean, I could have been safe. I could have been safe. I could have definitely been safer there. Also, let me show you the scoreboard, because we just got reset. Great start to the stream, Jordan, as someone who was supposed to be completely awake. Who is completely awake at the time of this stream, but hey, that's yeah, that's the scoreboard. So let's get into our next run. Yogatek Fatalist, all perks, Yashiro. All things considered, maybe this will be better, but I just simply thought I didn't want to take Metamorphosis first. I didn't have to take Metamorphosis first. I just decided to, and I paid dearly for it. So second Takshisan, we'll just move on. Knowledge and maybe Dexterity? Do I dare play into Knowledge? Sure, why not? So let's do that. Illegal then again, and away we go. Empty bottle. But I'm more worried about the weapon I'm gonna get, if I even get one in a good amount of time at all. But you know, again, that's RNG. We are in Fatalist Recluse, and is that Akamato or is that Flood? I feel like this is Flood for some reason, so I'm gonna take a mystery for now. I do want to get rid of those two mysteries, so after Bonus, I guess I'm gonna take them and find out. Downtown, smacking my lips. Downtown mansion, max threat level, village, high. Downtown's a pretty safe pick though, all things considered, so we're gonna do that. The Marked Bible is gonna help as well. You're supposed to keep. Well, I usually like keeping my faith positive as Yashiro. I don't really have a choice in the matter. And yep, that's no weapon yet. Let's find out if you even get a weapon at all. Reroll. Oh, that's right, we're in Recluse too, so maybe it's fine. Nope. Great location. Great location. Reroll twice. I mean, maybe this. If we get Zeal, maybe if we get Zeal, but Zeal just turns Yashiro into a worse Scars, in my opinion. So, and for me anyway, you do want to take Zeal when it's presented to you, but it still depends. I could just run here. But we have the stamina to spare, and if we get Zeal, so be it, right? Might as well make use of this encounter. But away we go. Into botanist stuff. Gonna take another sip. So thirsty, help! Also, avoiding Yogatek now. Do I want to fight this? Even if I get bonus damage, unless I multiply wound because this happens to be a reason encounter. I'm thinking. Also, I was flicking at some drinks. There is a can on my table. That's the sound you heard. Well, so this is like, I think 3 damage if I do this. 3, 8. I'm gonna do this and find out, otherwise I'll brace. Oh, we get bonus damage anyway, but that doesn't help us enough, so we're gonna do this once. Oh, that's 4 damage. Okay, good. We should be out. I do need the experience. Yashiro needs the experience. Yashiro needs the experience. That's just the end-all be-all of the situation. Nice luck check. I appreciate the fact that Yashiro has 5 luck right now because I rolled a 9, but you know, normal things. Again, if you've been with this channel a bit, you kind of know this is just normal as this is normal to be expected. Now, getting out of the forest quickly like that, even though you know that's kind of 5 investigations out of 8 or 9, so be it. But could be a lot worse. Doesn't seem like a lot, but doing 4 extra investigations complete with events and or enemies, that can be a lot of damage. So, although I may hate it, it is a needed balance to the game. Otherwise, all we have are things like Ramen, Flood, Recluse, so on and so forth. Road's closed, by the way. I don't like that, but I'll have to deal with it. And we're gonna do this. And I'm looking right out at something right now, and I realized I didn't do a thing. I'll see if I have to deal with it. But in the meanwhile, we can take Recluse and see what we can do. I think Flood should be 3rd, so that's why I don't mind taking Recluse now. A lot of Doom that we can save, but our HP, on the other hand, well, we'll see. I would appreciate Zeal, though. Zeal would definitely help the small candle out right now. But if we can't make it, if we can't find it, sorry, the perk, so be it. Again, if you crunch the numbers and look at how much Doom you're actually losing per Recluse, even assuming you have this event coming up, I was about to say it came up, so I don't need to say more. Even if you end up spending just as much, like 7 to 10% Doom and Recluse, overall your HP is going to turn out better, in my opinion, because you're not taking damage from as many events, as weird as that sounds. So I think part of it is that the hospital, or not hospital, the apartment threat level stays pretty much, it starts pretty much at 0 all the time. So yeah. Also, you know what I just realized here? This is actually, I think it's mainly the small candle. I think the small candle's at fault for this. Can I brace 5? No. What is our thing? We have a 95% chance to hit. Thankfully, the roommate doesn't have a high power value. So I should have been doing this, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll see how many times I can do it. I could throw the empty bottle if I wanted to. We're not going to do that. Because if we do have Flood next, I think I just... if I hit that... Probably should have just kicked at this point. Well, it's fine. I get out anyway. So, without further ado, let's get out of this. Multiply wouldn't actually coming in clutch there. If I get to use it twice in 2 different encounters, I think a spell is, provided it's worth. It might not always be useful, but it's definitely provided it's worth. In my opinion. Because I could certainly have just taken less reason damage. I could have just gone out of my way to do 4 attacks in 1 turn. A whole bunch of stuff. Looting or this. Anatomy class is great. Yeah, I'm going to take anatomy class. We're going to take this for bracing, because we're going to be in Flood soon. I already took the bath, but let's save this. I think this is Flood. Nope, it's Akamanto. Either way, whether it was Flood... I mean, if it was Festival, then I wouldn't have wanted to. But we're fighting a boss anyway. 3rd mystery, fine. Unless I have Flood 4th or 5th, but we'll see. If I even get to see, because I could just die to HP right here. At least also it stays in line with me spending less Doom, even though I'm going to be resting here in a moment, because, yeah. Also, your Gothag things, but that's your Gothag things. That has, well, it does affect my run, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm planning for, my Doom to be a lot more managed than it usually would be. Also, that's right, I'm on all perks, so I might not even get Zeal. I might actually get something better, though, all things considered. So, you know what? Fine. Do I want to do this? I feel like the answer is no. But I don't know that for certain. 90%, 3 damage-ish. I mean, if I'm going to be resting anyway, yeah, I might as well just do this. Oh, wow. 90% miss. I mean, if I hit the next 2 or 3, it's fine. But that's not a nice start to the fight. Yeah, because then I would have been out by now, but... So be it. This is, I think... 9 damage. Unfortunately, it's not guaranteed. So you know what? We're gonna gamble here. And I would have drank the water just to be certain, because I didn't want to throw the bottle. I couldn't have even thrown the bottle, but you get the point. Things. Let's actually heal. We have the marked Bible, so we're getting extra healing done. But the worry right now is Akamanto dealing a lot of stamina damage. So yeah. Effectively, we're at 48% Doom. Now 59% Doom, but if I need it, I could rest again. A bit too late now, but hey. Do I have anything else? I feel like I had something. I don't. Never anymore. That Blood Moon / Crimson Moon isn't helping, but it's fine for the moment. So, as we get into this Akamanto fight, I could just swing for the fences. I probably should, right? Yeah, if I do this twice, I should be able to handcuff, so... I should be able to handcuff. And we even get bonus damage, but the most important part is we immediately get to handcuff. No! I didn't make it! Help! I was going a bit slow. I was dragging my mouse cursor. We're at a score of 0 anyway, but yeah, that was on me to miss. I was also thinking that the handcuff was lower on the inventory screen as I get into Goizo, Fatalist, All Perks, Random Item, Mizuki here. But it was actually at the very top, so that's why I did hesitate, basically. I messed that up. Light, Strength, second encounter, Knowledge, Takshe-san, and maybe a second mystery check. Even though we don't have Charisma, though, we're probably just going to build into it. So, without further ado, Schoolyard and Illegal Den, and we'll see what happens. This does mean I have to look for a town mystery immediately, but... we'll see if I end up doing that. I think I did extra things there. Mermaids and arms. So you know what? We'll do arms or mermaids. Thinking. I can do mermaid into arms. I would rather do that so I can take the birds earlier, I guess. So yeah, let's do that. It also gives me a chance to do a thing to what am I trying to say? Get experience to level up. Charisma would be appreciated here, but when you don't get 2 students immediately, that I just cry. Clap bow, if that even matters for me. And we lose 1 knowledge. You know what? So be it. And into the illegal den we go. So Kazumi, Hermit, and Fujiko. That will help because I will be kicking during ally attack for the moment. So yeah. As for anything else that happens, what do we have? Arms into things, but we have forest and seaside. So, police patrols in the forest for now. I'd rather do forest and seaside if I don't know. But if I do know, I don't. So that's why I picked what I picked. So away I go. So what do I actually get? I think I get up to, yeah, 15 damage. Now I have to be lucky here, but we'll see. Okay, good. So that was pretty much 50-50 into 80%. I want to say the damage fluctuation is 50-50. If it's any worse than that, that'd be weird. If it was any better, I wouldn't know about it. That's only going to benefit me. So either way, I could also go for a fire axe here with the handcuffs, but do I want to is the question, because we're going to be taking about 6 stamina damage if I do that. Probably, maybe more, but we'll see. This guy gets 1 shot, for better or worse. My better, his worse. But we'll see. So, I mean, I could do this. I don't want to give a friend away. Burns takes less doom from you, I think. Wait, no, I don't have the school. Wait, don't I have the school nurse? I think I have the school nurse. But let's just do some math for a moment. So, assuming I do the worst, so I get 26 damage at minimum. Unless I miss a kick, then I could end up in a bad way. But for 3 stamina, get a fire axe. I'm already doing ally attack, so that's not really a reason to. The alternative is I take burns. Well, that costs less HP overall. I don't get any experience, so we're gonna do this. Let's find out actually how much experience this mad janitor gives us. 15 experience. Well, could be better, could be worse. If nothing else, I can throw this fire axe, so might as well hold on to it as we move on here. The question is, do I want to? I think I don't, right? Because I wasn't gonna take. I ended up not taking the burns, which was my reason to take arms second. But for the moment, I guess we can go into scissors instead and do this. So away I go. So we know it's clap bow, but we're on timeline A. So yeah, we'll find out. I think I'm gonna go for the cursed scissors here. I don't normally do that, but we're Mizuki and we're kind of prepared, so. Fame would be nice, but that didn't happen. This is stamina, so while yes, you get a perk out of the left side one, we need the stamina right now if I want to grab the scissors. That being said, I think we can one-shot this guy, right? We have a chance of one-shotting this guy. Let's see how lucky we are. We do have a lump of flesh to kind of option select, so yeah, fun times. But yeah, we're gonna go for the cursed scissors. We've locked it in now that we've picked the sigil. That stamina, I forgot about that. I should have stopped, because if I stopped any longer than that instant, I would have remembered that reason was the one you lose for failing that event. We should still be able to survive. I think we two-shot the scissor lady here, but let's find out. So we do this. Kick. Hopefully we hit this. This is actually an important kick to hit. But then, depends what we get after this. So we get slashed. Is this guaranteed? Barely not. Is this real? Also random item stats. So actually, yeah, I would have loved to have done that. That's not real. So this needs to do at least 4 damage. Otherwise, I have to do something different. You know, if it does at least 3, that'll be fine. But since it does that, we should get 14 damage here. And we grab the cursed scissors for our trouble. Again, fame would have been appreciated earlier. Maybe I did level up earlier, but too late now. We're already here in this reality. We'll deal with it. So, bleh, stamina. And I could take arms now. We have fast swimmer. That's right. We have all perks. Doesn't matter because fast swimmer is gonna affect my ally attack anyway. And into arms I go. If we have flood, so be it. Rather take an even just a possible boss mystery than try and guess. We are at 48% doom right now, so our doom's a little high for my liking, but we'll see. And I had to check on something for a moment, but yeah, let's continue moving on. So, if things go well, we should be okay. Please tell me this is some... Well, Goizo isn't the weirdest run, but... That's unfortunate, but... As well... We can eat this damage. I don't want to, but we have to. We could try to guess the ghost ritual, but I don't feel like that's a thing. Also, you can save ally attacks. Is that real, actually, by the way? Now I'm curious. Is that real? I missed the attack, so there's no way for me to know for certain, but... That would be a bug. I actually haven't encountered... I'm sure someone's reported it, but hey. Also, wow, no, I can't rest. I can't rest. I could visit the tree. But I think I can two-shot this boss if we have it. Assuming we don't lose any more stamina. Well, it's the apartment, so I shouldn't lose that much anyway, as I take more stamina damage there, but the point is I wasn't taking any penalty damage, and we weren't on timeline B anyway. Now, as for my last two mysteries, I guess we're gonna find out in a hot moment. We do have the lump of flesh to fall back on, yes, I forgot about that, but as we enter coma... 3 reason, and whatever else happens to me here. Actually, we have fast swimmer. Is that gonna help? 70, but we can do this instead. 70, 80 for 80% chance for a one-shot guaranteed. That's not what I usually want to hope on, but it's all we get. Hot bath, that would help with Goizo. I also like funds to make myself faster. So, either one is gonna help. Funds indirectly if I decide to spend the doom, because Nicotine Rush will make us faster. Unfortunately, I got pickpocketed. So, pickpocketed? Is that the correct term? Past tense? Anywho. There's panic, but we're at least prepping ally attack. I think that does that affect ally attack? It's been a while since I did ally attack. I feel like it's actually been longer than I expected, but we'll find out here, right? So, yeah, we'll find out. What am I trying to do here? I'm thinking, tear the portal stutter down. Yeah! Luck success. Not that we needed it, it rolled a 1, but you know what? Well, we'll try to feel better. Thankfully, we do have the cursed scissors. Unfortunately, we're taking -3 all. Do I want to do that? No. No, because we're on Goizo. So, away I go. And into the quarantine wing. And yeah, let's finish off this run. 71% doom. We could survive this still. There's no reason we can't survive, although I did forget my second encounter, but... There's no reason we can't survive. So now we're in painting, pretty healthy. So this should be a slam dunk. If it's not, sadness. So we'll find out. Nice 12 roll, by the way. But yeah, I definitely need to go AFK in a moment after this. So let me just make sure that I have that prepared in some way. And yeah, we'll find out when it happens. So without further ado, let's continue onward. Nice penalty damage. Am I gonna just die to events? I really hope that's not the case, but we're gonna find out, aren't we? So, bleh, mansion, and decrease doom, get a light source from this, and let's see what happens. So, follow Amy, keep following Amy, we should be okay here. If we're not okay, that would be quite strange. We do have a lot of free outs, but the moment we run into Rumu Ghost, our doom shoots up through the roof, so... Let's find out. Or this. I can't actually take that, so I guess we do that and find out what happens. So, we could try to save Amy. That would help us with allies too, but I don't think we can... Well, we had 4 reasons. We could have actually gone for it. But, you know what? All things considered, could be a lot worse. Now, if we somehow don't hit this, we would be in a much worse situation. But it's fine for the moment. And away we go. So, there we can't run into any other encounters. In fact, we heal Reason there, thankfully. And let's level up. We get the 6th floor of the lighthouse, but we should be perfectly fine no matter what. Yeah, we have the lump of flesh to fall back on. So, without further ado, we do have a second encounter check. That's perfectly fine. Because, like I said, we should survive no matter what. We're gonna hold this level up just in case. Because I know I'm turning my brain off here, but we should be fine. In fact, so yeah, I have the lump of flesh. I can just level up now. Zeal's not gonna help us much. None of these are gonna help us. So I guess we'll just do that and take stamina. I don't remember. Did we take scissor seconds? I think we took scissor second. Yeah, because I did the mad janitor first. Did I fight something beforehand? I feel like the answer was yes. So I'm going to say mad janitor. Nope, it was something in the school. I didn't fight anything until mad janitor as my first encounter. Really? That's interesting. But as we fight Takshisan here, you're gonna eat this in the face. Unfortunately, that wasn't a defeat, but we should be fine. If we're not fine, sadness. But I know scissors is my second mystery, so we're perfectly fine. So as we complete Goizo here and move on to the next, well, I gotta take care of something because I'm looking at something, but I can at least show you the scoreboard. So here's the scoreboard, and I will be right back. So yeah, let me just do this so that you know. And if I can do the thing, that would be nice. Can I do the thing? Kind of. I have to make it smaller, but hey. I'm trying to move a thing, and I will be right back. So, without further ado, gonna go AFK for a moment because I have to take care of something. It's not anything too serious, thankfully, but I do have to take care of it, so I'll be back in about 4 minutes. So, without further ado, yeah, I'll see you then. Oh no, excuse me, I have to stop for longer. No, what am I doing with myself? Okay, yeah, hold on, let me just extend this timer because, hey, you know what happened? A thing. So I will be back still. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry! So hey, I'm back. What had happened was, yeah, I came back like 5 minutes ago-ish to restart the AFK timer because I came back, knocked something over on my table. It wasn't one of the cans, and I got it cleaned up. So yeah, thankfully it didn't hit any electronics at the moment, but I did want to get it cleaned up. So I will be back before the timer stops. At least I don't. So now I don't have to put a timestamp because I come out in time. But hopefully stream can cheer you up after the kicked out of the one day. Devastated sports can be so cruel. Yeah, I know a few people who are really into sports. At least online. I mean, they're not even acquaintances, but I do know people who were really invested in sports. That's what happens on your socials. So when I see that happen, and I see people really passionate about it, yeah, I can kind of see where the fervor comes from, if that makes any sense. But yeah, as we get back to it in a moment here, we are on a score of 1. We did complete a Goizo run, but hey, could always be a lot better than that. So yeah, I'll give myself the 10 seconds here, take a sip. No, I don't have a drink. That's right, I just knocked it over. My short-term memory. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get back to it. So let me take this off, and yeah, we'll get back to it. Can I take this off, by the way? Please, me? Can I do it? Yes. But hold on for a moment. I am rearranging everything on OBS, and we will move on. So, as we get into our next run, which will be Ithotu Cult Character Exclusive Random Item Kana. Again, I do that so that just to kind of give you the, know that I'm not like cutting the stream into videos, or I'm not just commentating over gameplay of the game. As I get Strength, Second Encounter, Dexterity, Charisma, Light, and maybe a Knowledge check? We'll see what happens. RNG is RNG. but I think any of my losses this stream can be mostly accounted. I mean, most of the losses on my stream, if not all of them, are accounted to poor decision making. But again, we'll see. Do I want? No, like let's do hardware shop this time. Our perception is at 3 anyway, so it's not like Kana can really use the army knife. And if we take the meat cleaver, well, it's not a bad item, I think, in my opinion. It's definitely not the best. Ooh. Nah. Point of knowledge would be interesting. I don't think it would help. So, well, my equipment is okay. Yeah, thankfully, what I spilled over wasn't anything. Wasn't near any electronics. I mean, it is near electronics, but it's not in a spot. It didn't thankfully spill that way. Because now that I look at my setup, I think I've shown you it before. There was a video that I did, I think on Pal World, as I have Nails, Recluse, Bulletin, Coma, and Sailors, where I showed you kind of what my table setup looks like. So basically, my drink is in between 2 monitors of sorts, one monitor being a computer, the other being an actual monitor, and then a keyboard right in front of it. So yeah, thankfully I knocked it like kind of in between, but the keyboard I currently have is like elevated at the same time anyway. Village is high, max, downtown max. What's my high? Forest. I guess we'll do downtown. But yeah, the drink went in between it, so I just needed a couple minutes to grab napkins and wash that down. Now, I hated using napkins in that fashion, but when a spill happens, that's what napkins are still for. So, hey. You know what? We're actually going to Witch Tree twice this time. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Insomnia is kind of bad. Flashbacks is definitely bad. So we spent 4 Doom for 2, and we lost the tree use. That's actually more minus, but you know what? Could be worse. You know your family's always doing fault for game decisions? Yeah. I feel like that's more the case with World of Horror. There has been criticism in terms of the game's RNG aspect, and I see where it comes from. It does make sense, but you can still win. In my opinion, you definitely, if we're going to be vague, kind of vague, or be the more the kind of catch all. If we're looking at a scope of stuff, ooh, this should help me out, by the way. Yeah, if we're looking at a wider scope, you should win a majority of your runs if you know what you're doing in World of Horror. However, I might be a bit optimistic when I say your chances of winning are at 85% with perfect decision making. Like, even assuming you know the future. Or maybe not, actually, but again, there is some human error to make here and there, even if we include, again, things that don't make sense, like hindsight, but assuming things go correctly with average RNG, I think your win rate is still like around 80% minimum. But again, it can depend, because if you roll a bunch of bad background runs with characters, if you like hitting quick play or something like that, yeah, you have a worse chance of... Yeah, you have a higher chance of losing. Or you have a lower chance of succeeding. Like that. If RNG just doesn't play. Oh, that's right, we have 3 village investigations. 3 village investigations, but I think we should still be fine. Never mind, we died once. Well, the left side was an injury. I would rather just eat that than take cut artery, is what I'm trying to say. We are at 41% Doom, but hey, oh my goodness, can we not do this today? Did I even do the thing? I didn't do the forest investigations, did I? Nope. So we have to say no here. And probably die, but we'll see. Well, you would have said 60-40, but people are all speaking of roguelike and complaining about RNG. Makes no sense. Yeah, but people still... Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. So yeah, we do die again, and we get 10 Doom from it. So that was on me, but still... We've died twice already, and yeah, these are my decisions. Because yeah, it depends on the game, I think, in my opinion. Because some games can lean more towards RNG, and you can more easily understand why people are complaining about RNG on games that have where RNG matters more if the player is granted no course to correct them. And while World of Horror might have something like that, I mean, it is something like that, those mistakes are more hindsight mistakes, more in games like, let's just throw one out, Isaac, where you are in complete control. And yeah, these are 2 different types of games, but it's for strategy games, you do have a bit more, you have a bit more of it's easier to fall into the RNG trap and have players that complain about RNG for, whether it's valid or not, they're going to complain about it. As compared to games like, say, even Into the Breach, where you have perfect information, but it is a strategy game, and if RNG hands you a hand, I think the game usually tries to give you an out, but sometimes it includes things like strategies like making sacrifices, where a lot of people usually try to do a perfect clean run, and that's sometimes not possible. Especially if you've already gone too far in the chess moveset that is Into the Breach, as we die again here. And yeah, but again, I won't argue that World of War definitely has a lot more RNG involved in it, because you essentially have no other recourse when granted. Now, do we get to do anything here? I can talk more about this. I mean, there's not really much happening on the screen. We're just going to swing this shovel really hard, I think. If we can. Not really. Is this real? Is this real? 13. Yeah, it should be real. If we could avoid dying. Now, we're at 65% on my third mystery. Part of that is due to me. I could have, well, I'd be at about 60% Doom right now anyway. The reason I say that is because I would have just rested to avoid dying so many times as Kana, but again, that would only really save me about 2 Doom per death. So, assumably we'd be at about 59% Doom now, which is like, odd schedule, but we're gonna save this level up actually, and we can also grab cigarettes. But yes, we continue talking about the subject, which of RNG in video games. Yeah, RNG can be really tricky. You can just go bleh and just do anything you want in your game, but especially for whether they're deck builders, whether they are actual, Enter the Gungeon, Isaac types, or they are Slay the Spire, World of War, Into the Breach, you do have to. I think some RNG is still good, because without RNG, you get the exact opposite. In that the game is already solved and becomes quote-unquote too easy. Of course, it depends on the player. Different players have different skill levels, as we know of the, I think, what is it? The Elden Ring lawsuit? Someone suing FromSoft or Elden Ring for being too difficult, but that's a whole other discourse that I don't know as much about. All I saw was a few videos here and there and a news title, but without RNG, I think RNG is healthy. Because it does add a bit of that, spice and flavor that is, something different happens, and now the human brain is now challenged with a different kind of puzzle or challenge in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, if you don't have that, all you have is the same puzzle presented over and over, like tic-tac-toe, which is why people do even more. What do I want to say? They want to and granted, that's why we have World of Horror here right now. Thankfully, we got Harbinger difficulty, but if we didn't have Harbinger difficulty, we would instead have. People will find ways to challenge themselves, and while that is kind of redundant for some people to think about, it is a. It's not necessary evil. I think it is a healthy part. Especially for people who are fans of a game, but there's other parts of this as well. Oh my goodness, we're really gonna die here again? I don't want to trade stamina here, but I also don't want to die again. I guess we're gonna find out. I could throw the shovel. I think the shovel does like at least 5 damage. I could trade this in for another one. Yeah, you know what? We'll do this. I would rather enter the shop again than die. Now, we did get time skip there, so we're entering our 4th mystery with 73% Doom. That's not good, by the way, but we gotta play with what we get. So, we have 14 funds and a whole lot of wishing. Coma into sailors. That's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. So into the hardware shop I go. We're gonna grab the monkey wrench this time. I almost said monkey hammer. Monkey wrench this time. Ask for funds, that would be nice. Ask for funds, that would be nice. Now, you do die here if I accept that. You don't get reset, so instead we have to do this. And we'll grab at least 1 pack of cigarettes. We'll save the rest of the funds in case we need it. We'll see. Again, anything I say now on the topic of, at least RNG in video games is going to be extreme of conscious. So, I do have, not profound thoughts, but I have thought about the issue as someone who's also developing their own game. 2 games at least at the moment. Yeah, I do have some thought in the matter. It's actually warranted for me. So, you know, if... Oh my goodness, can we even do this? Yes, if I trade off reason. Hold on, let me think here for a moment. Yes, the answer is yes. I would like to take all damage, but I don't think I get that luxury. So we at least get out of this encounter, but... For how long can we stay at 1 stamina, 3 reason? Because at the end of this mystery, we're definitely taking 3 reason. But yeah, it would behoove me to do a thing anyway. Yeah, we're just dying here. But let's assume we're at 75% Doom right now. Would we still be okay? I guess we're going to find out, right? I do need the reason there. So Yasugi-san is greatly appreciated, but we're still getting close to dying. What I really should have done was not visit the monument twice, but... We did lose a lot of funds, by the way, so it's a good thing I didn't grab another pack of cigarettes, because then we would have gotten out of funds, but as we get branded by cattle here. So yeah, here we're effectively sitting at 83% Doom. Let's assume that much. We get chased by the cultist hunters, and let's find out what happens to us in our last mystery, which is going to be mermaids? Oh no, sailors. I'm going crazy. Anywho, there's a very low chance I survive this run at this point now. Especially with this, but hey, I should have smoked the cigarettes as well. We're perfectly fine, kind of. Stamina-wise, we are. But, obviously, Kana's not about stamina or reason. It's, well, yes, Kana is about stamina and reason, but Doom is the main way you die. So, yeah. But yes, it would behoove me to think about RNG, if for no other reason than, yes, I'm developing a game of my own, and if certain parts of it are not fun because of RNG, then I have failed myself. So... That's that. That being said, as I get near to dooming out, so 88% Doom. Did we have anything else? We didn't get time skip yet, right? Oh, we did. So, yeah, this is kind of my fault. We can throw away the monkey wrench and the stuffed toy. I don't think it's going to matter. Not when I roll 12s like that, but yeah, I've done what I could. But on the topic of RNG again, I'm not saying every game needs to do this, but since no one's doing it, I might as well just say it because no one's going to take my idea. I highly doubt that. Let's actually show you the scoreboard because I did it. But yeah, essentially, usually I would add in a way for you to not deal with RNG. Now, I'm going to ask for an appropriate cost, but usually it's in the form of time. Otherwise, it's usually an ability of some sort that I grant you to avoid RNG. But essentially, usually it comes down to time, so I'm gonna make you spend more time doing something to make sure there's no RNG. But I feel like that's a fair cost, usually. But again, I'm never going to add less, like, no RNG as we get into Goizo, Knight Errant, All Perks, Random Item, Aiko. Hey, we're actually Aiko this one, so let's see how great this goes. Or not great, if my RNG is really bad. Strength, Charisma, Light, Knowledge, Second Mystery, maybe every single stat check? But we'll see what happens. I will go for... Was there a reason I could do... No, I think I'm just take Army Knife as Aiko. I'm still going to take Strength, but I'm going to Army Knife as Aiko. But yeah, with RNG, I usually give you some way to avoid it. Now, if I do introduce RNG and nothing but RNG, like in the end something is down to RNG, I'm usually going to try to not push it past 85%, maybe soft 75% success rate in the player's favor, but that's me. Niles, Botanist, Akamanto, clip it and chip it. So... if I do otherwise, you'll see. Otherwise, I may have miscalculated. Painting mermaids. So let's botanist is. I mean, we have a lot of. We have 2 roads closed tragedies. I'm gonna get rid of botanist now, but still, let's go. Nonetheless, Aiko's plush toy, and what do we have? Knight Errant. So we are taking a bit of things. Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna witch tree for funds instead. Masochistic actually helps out. Usually. And let's hopefully not get another stack of brain damage. But mainly Army Knife, Meat Cleaver. Well, that's right. We have a thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is the run. Oh no! Not like this! Not like this! Oh my goodness. I'm looking for the... You're going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. Oh my goodness. 31% Doom. Why have I done this to myself? Well... prepare for funds and monument at least once. And away I go. 30% Doom, starting off this run. Cool. Knight Errant as well. I should have just taken the hardware store. Why did I try for anything different? Well, that's a good reminder of why I prefer the hardware store. I mean, I could have just taken a 3 damage meat cleaver, but that's I don't think I want to do that. So, wow, we don't even get to prep attack right now. We'll see. Never seen the army knife. Is it good? Yes. If you are perception or you're Ico, or you have some faster thing. Now I think we're a bit slower here because of random item stats, but still getting close to be able to prep attack. Like if the army knife were using normal stats, my less than 15-second explanation, we would be able to prep attack with Ico, because normally you would need, I think, 9 perception to prep attack with the army knife. So yeah, that should speak for itself. And it's normally, I think, 5 damage. Yeah, it's normally 5 damage, but I think we got nerfed here. So it's a 5 damage weapon that is very good if you have at least, I want to say 7 or 8 perception. If you don't, then you kind of want to think about it. With 6 perception, though, I'd still probably use it. But I'm also Ico right now, and I got hallucinations. That's just RNG, but we're going to be doing good. We should be doing good. Even though we can't perfectly prep attack, because we can still do just as good. So yeah. But otherwise, if you want to avoid the tragedy that I just ran into, that's why you take hardware store. Because even though not every weapon in the hardware store is usable, you have more than a few weapons you're looking for. You're not just banking on 2 weapons, which is kind of the threshold here that I'm thinking of in my head. In terms of, you know, what is your comfort level rerolling in for shops and hoping you get a weapon at all. Oh my goodness, I did miss an 80%, by the way. Can we not miss another 80%? Good. But yes, overall, Army Knife is a good weapon, in my opinion. I think it's even better than the Meat Cleaver, but it depends. If you have like 9 strength or 8 strength starting on Harbinger, or you have some time thing, you can take either or, the Army Knife or the Meat Cleaver. Again, in this case, it's just that random item stats kind of hurt the Meat Cleaver a lot, so that's why I took the Army Knife, which has also been nerfed, by the way. Both the Meat Cleaver and the Army Knife have 1 less damage in this run, so I had to choose one of them. But I would rather have a high chance of doing 8 damage than guarantee doing 7 damage, which does actually matter. So, yeah. This is opinion-based, though, because it is, if nothing else, it's based on RNG. And my RNG was not great here because I had to reroll like 4 times to get what I wanted. But, you know. Otherwise, I mean, I could have just taken the Meat Cleaver immediately and saved on the Doom, but I didn't know I was going to reroll 4 times, so... Oh, you have... Yeah, and again, I personally don't think the Meat Cleaver is bad anyway. I know some players don't like the Meat Cleaver. I understand why, too. It's a 4 damage weapon with pretty low accuracy. Yes, it gets you bonus damage. Most characters on Harbinger can't really utilize it efficiently because while I just mentioned about it being able to prep attack and then attack twice with high accuracy, not being too accurate with the Meat Cleaver means that you might be gambling on 75%, which is eventually going to bite you in the butt. So, high threat level hospital, Seaside Mansion. I don't actually remember my mysteries at the moment, but we're just going to set the mansion for the moment. And see what happens. I don't think I'm going to use the... I'm still not going to use the Inspiring Novel here. 7 Dexterity, we thankfully pass. We're on all perks, but... let's see what happens. Masochistic Brain Damage Hallucinations. If I want to be consistent here, I should take Quick Thinking. But since I'm using the Army Knife, I want to prep attack, so I'm going to take Perception and On Your Own. Or Katana if that's in the run, of course. Yeah, Katana. Well, yeah, Katana is just a gimme. If Katana is available, really only through the... Well, base events. Through base events, obviously the Otherworld event, then you just gamble on it, unless you're going to die to stamina. Maybe. Depends on your situation, but... Yeah, anywho, let's see what we can do here. Can we do this? We get bonus. No, we don't get bonus damage. I'm just going crazy. Is this real? Kind of. No, not real, but... We can try our best. Do I want to? I don't need to do this. Do we have... Why do I feel like we have Agamonto What? Did I forget? I forgot. I forgot my things. I guess we'll just take the damage here then, unless something really weird happens. So, yeah, we're gonna do this, and just... If we survive, we should be able to Desperate, Prep Strong. Or we just take double damage, because I obviously never usually notice that. Really? That happens? I'm sure there's no tell, right? Am I going crazy? Anywho, I guess we'll just go into our next run. That run was... That started bad, but it was on me. I had a feeling I wanted to brace, but I didn't brace, really. So as we get into Yogatag Medical History Character Exclusive Koji, we'll just move on. Nothing much else more to say. I guess I really don't notice. I guess I brace a lot more often than I think, because when you brace, you don't run into what I assume is a bug there, unless he does telegraph a double damage attack. But I don't feel like that was the case. Second, light, knowledge, strength, and maybe Takushi-san? And this time I've learned my lesson, I'll take hardware store. Let's actually play somewhat consistently this time. Instead of just gamble. I think I also tried the... Yeah, I took a small candle and I think I... Did I survive that one? I can't even remember. I think it was Yashiro for that one. Anywho. Yeah, either way, I should have braced. There's no reason not to. Flood, Ramen, Kana, Nails again, and Coma. So we'll take Kana first, just to avoid a tragedy, at least. And we'll see what happens. Speaking of tragedy, I think I've kind of locked it in now, so to kind of just ease it in, so you're not just seeing it out of nowhere. Thankfully, we don't have random item stats, but I will be making videos on Tragedy Looper. That is more a, well, it's a board game, but it's also mainly also just a TRPG in a sense as well. Where's my thing? In case people have forgotten, let me try to do a thing. Oh my goodness, did I visit the police station yet? No. We're gonna police patrol downtown, I think. Am I going crazy? I'm not playing consistently at all, by the way, I just forgot. But anywho. Let's see here. Yeah, the 10-word summary of Tragedy Looper on top of just the board game stuff, or how I explained it, is... I actually just want to run here. We have Flood, so we can afford to run about twice, but Tragedy Looper is a time-looping anime elimination grid logic puzzle mind games game. So, yeah. Now, the funny part about this, it's kind of, well, more than a few TRPGs are like this, but Tragedy Looper does have the trait of if you are someone who is playing as a protagonist, because it's supposed to be an asymmetrical 4-player game where it's 3v1. If you are the protagonist, which is the 3v section, or 3v side of 3 players, you will be spoiling yourself by reading into certain things about the game, basically things about the game mastermind, writer, as it's called in that game. Which means you'll know perfectly how the game is going to be played. But if you don't, then usually it's up to the mastermind to basically create the story, which is why there's replayability in that game. It's not... It's more attuned to TRPGs that allow you to build a story. Although you are still playing with certain game rules, which, you know, is to be expected. We did get roads closed, by the way. 41% doom and a whole lot of pain. So, let's see what happens to us. We are on medical history. Ramen, Flood. Yeah, we want to take Nails next. And we want to arrest the boss this time. But yeah, what I was trying to say all this time is basically, if you see me make videos about that game, then yeah. And it's going to be different because it's not a video game, so yeah. You know, I just thought with 7 knowledge I'd be able to pass this, but we'll see. Basically though, I'm waiting basically for a Steam sale. Once that Steam sale happens for the game I'm looking at, I will be, you know, making videos on that game. I don't know how many, maybe at least one. Definitely one, but I wanted the first one to be about something other than, you know, kind of introducing the game, but I might as well do it myself because, well, there's not a lot of coverage on this game anyway, even though the game has been, like, has survived for, like, 12 plus years, but in terms of, like, an English translation of the game, sadly enough, we didn't get all of basically the DLC to there were expansions of the game, is what I'm trying to say. That would be the more correct term. But not every expansion was introduced, even though there is a more, I think, 2020-2021 version of the game. which introduced a lot of what was available in the expansions, but still did not include everything, which, you know, is to be expected, because I think it came out before one of the last, if not the last, expansion comes out. Made by Bakafire Party, or just Bakafire if you're shortening it. You can look it up yourself if you're interested, because I don't want to just do a thing. Also, we didn't bug out this time, but I also missed a thing, so it's a good thing I didn't go for a handcuff attack, but it's also thankfully I didn't get hit by double damage. You enjoy yourself TRPGs, mainly World of Darkness, Call of Cthulhu. That's really a popular, yeah. Call of Cthulhu, World of Darkness, a lot of dark type, sanity type HP TRPGs are funny enough, or not funny enough, kind of obviously enough, very popular with the Japanese audience, whether, you know, content creators, VTubers, streamers. They like doing a lot of Call of Cthulhu stuff for good reason. Again, they have a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, not much more to say about that. They do some good work on it. But as for me, as I said, just to ease it in, if you see me make a video on Tragedy Looper, at least one, or a stream, either or, then just know that, yeah, this is where it's coming from. I'm basically waiting for... Okay, just to say it outright, I'm waiting for a sale of Tabletop Simulator, because while I do have Tabletop Simulator, I want to get another copy of Tabletop Simulator to more make an immersive video, as opposed to a video I could make at the moment, but it would be less... It wouldn't make as much sense with what I'm trying to do, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, there's also, you know, Call of the Lamb, or Cult of... Sorry, Cult... I apologize to the developer. Let me get this right now. Oh my goodness. No, not like this. So yeah, Cult of the Lamb is on sale for 50% off on Steam. I think it's like about $13, $14, maybe $12 USD. So yeah, I'm skipping out on that on purpose, because I'm saving for other things, for better or for worse. For all intents and purposes, though, if as a general gamer, I should just get Cult of the Lamb, but I guess I'll have to wait. Because I know myself that I won't be able to play it. I'm already sitting on enough games as it is, so all things considered, yeah. Anywho, 70%, by the way. Oh my goodness, am I gonna miss all of these? Please don't tell me I'm gonna miss all of these, man. Oh my goodness. Well, if I can at least go 50-50 on 70%, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, good luck. Yep, thank you for the good luck. I very much appreciate it, because we're gonna need it. With how badly I'm playing on top of the RNG, yeah. Oh my sweet goodness. Well, we didn't go... I think we're a little bit better than 50-50, but what I'm trying to say is 70% for some people is like 90-95%. They only miss once is what I'm trying to say. Well, we'll see what happens here. Quit thinking, folklore, we get nothing. And just build into strength again. So, what do I want to do here? I think we have a choice, actually. Do we have a choice? Ramen coma. No, we do ramen into coma. I mainly like taking coma last in this situation, because coma, at the end of coma, if you don't do NEA, for good reason, on Harbinger, then you're taking 3 reason damage, and at least you don't die from losing 3 reason damage at the end of coma, as opposed to taking coma 4th, dying to reason, and then you somehow lose bath and you can't heal reason, and then you just die. Whereas if coma's your last mystery, you can rest at the lighthouse. So kind of jank. I mean, it is jank, but hey. Also, I should have traded stamina for reason. I am kind of autopiloting right now, and that's not good. So yeah, I really should have traded stamina, because now all I did was just lose out on 1 stamina for no reason. Figuratively. I still should have traded stamina there, but I needed to defeat the enemy, so I could have done something there, basically. I am autopiloting, which I shouldn't be doing. 68% Doom in my 4th mystery. There's no reason for me to be autopiloting this much. Oh. We just run here. We can visit the monument now, but we'll wait to see if we need to use it more. And away I go. Otherwise, even the other game I'm planning to get isn't really... I think I said it before, yeah. Crusader Kings 3. I might just end up only putting out a trying to play video on that. Though that being said... Wait, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something else. Did they also work? No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of something else. Anywho. Moving on. We'll take Outdoorsman. Why not? I was supposed to do something else, I forgot. Well, into coma I go. 20 more months and you'll have the big, yeah, you have the big eye bunny. I gotta make him an icon for that. But I think the next icon after the next one you are gonna get is, I think, another year. So I have another year to make it. Assuming I don't just completely drop the ball on this channel or game development in general, but hey. Although I'll say it right now, the schedule is to release something by the end of this month, but I think it's gonna be the beginning of the Halloween project. It's gonna start out free. But I do plan to make a paid version of the game that I'm working on for Halloween. But we'll see what I actually do. I'm making some choices, but we'll see. I better not... Oh yeah, I better not drop the ball. I think that's what you're mentioning. Yeah, true. I would also not do that, like to not do that myself. Is this real, by the way? I'm just gonna do it and see. Nah, I can't tell. We're gonna find out later. Oh, also we're on your Gothag, so I just realized. We are taking things. Oh, I would like to have used this pocket knife. We don't get to use the pocket knife. Can we pocket knife Takshi-san, though, by the way? I guess we're going to find out. I did forget my second encounter, so I really should not have been autopiloting. By the way, that flesh regrowth use was not free, by the way. We do have the second encounter and the second mystery check, so here's hoping. We don't have to... Well, do we have Takshi-san? No. The unfortunate part is, well, I think I can... Yeah, I should be okay here. Because even if I fail the second encounter check... What did I think? Yeah, still, flesh regrowth, I don't think... Well, looking at my max stamina right here, it isn't affected. What did I do for... I think I did nails, another thing, and... Slapping my legs here. Nails, something... I want to... do I have Kana on me? I think I have Kana, right? Yeah, I do. So I took eels first. So there's no eels flood, I don't think. The apartment stalker, I think I did fight them because I was complaining about it. That means Kabuki Killer had to have been my second encounter, yeah. So there's no way I went 3 mysteries and fought Sweaty Assailant second. That usually doesn't happen. And that means I took nails second because I did eels, nails, and flood. And we should be perfectly fine. So hey, I think my second run here. Second run I've succeeded. Anywho. But yeah, those are the plans. That's the plan. That's my current plan with things coming up. So on top of just more World of Horror, I will be releasing information on the game I'm making on this channel when I am ready to do so. Although I've given you bits and pieces as I should probably show you the scoreboard really quickly. So yeah, we got one, not really much. I'll leave this up for about 4 or 5 seconds, but only Ogatag, only 1 score because I'm kind of flip-flopping on my success rate in runs. But you know what? It could be a lot. I could be at 0, so it could be worse. Cthulhu Cult character exclusive Haru. But yeah, otherwise, Tragedy Looper might be the next thing I'm going into. I might do a trying to play on Crusader Kings 3, just for giggles. But Strength, Knowledge, Takshi-san, Dexterity, every single stat check, maybe a second encounter check, so I really should remember that. But otherwise, yes, just working on the game I'm working on for Halloween. I don't know when it's going to come out. It's definitely going to... I'm going to try to shoot for October, but if things happen, things happen. Although, for the sake of me, really, in general, I really should be releasing something out by the end of this year, if nothing else. But Halloween is the next thing. So yes, I've been swerving a lot. Ramen, painting footage, bulletin, flood. Bulletin footage, flood, it seems to be the plan. Yeah, bulletin footage, flood. Now, I don't want to enter painting after flood, but I think I have to. Footage, painting, flood. But what's our other max threat level of mansion? We do have painting at some point, but so poor we don't blah. Because a flood takes me to school. That's a sentence to say. I'm trying to think. So, Bolton, botanist. Did I say, was it botanist or flood? Why am I going? Why am I doing this to myself? What's the high threat level? Seaside, so it doesn't matter as much. Okay, yeah, we'll just send it to school and forget about it. But more importantly, let's grab Haru's personal item and grab another pack of cigarettes, and away we go. Now, I always gamble 1 or 2 investigations, but if we need to run, we'll run. Otherwise, this brick will have to carry us for now. But we'll see, we'll see. So, yeah. Anywho. Yeah, I'll see what happens on this channel later on, but that's really only the other things I'm talking about. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to stream for tomorrow. Because I had a plan, and then I didn't have a plan, so... Just to say it outright, oh, traumatized is not what I want. Is that max reason, by the way? I feel like it is. It is. Gosh dang it. Well, I would have liked to share experience for funds, but I didn't get to do that either. Could I please lose reason? That would be great. This is not gonna work, so what is gonna take the thing? Fractured ribs. Isn't that supposed to be max? Nope, that's dexterity. I'm going absolutely insane. Am I gonna lose reason at some point? I don't think I am. Well, we've gone this far without running. Hey, if the last run I previously... Okay, good. I rolled a 12 on that event, fortunately. So I can use these cigarettes without regret. Now, whether I'm going to get through the entire run on just 2 packs of cigarettes depends on the cigarette case, but it also depends on other factors as well. But the more important thing is that we can at least fight, so hey. Hey. Oh, trying to keep focused. I know it's going to take this in the face. Yeah, I do. So, stamina. How'd I know? We have 6 perception, but what's a 50-50 to me? And I should brace here, all things considered. Does it matter? Yes. Because I'm probably going to be able to get out in 2 stamina. Now, if I don't, RNG is really decided, and I really need to decide on whether or not I want to continue this stream. But thankfully I hit them both. Or I hit all 4 within 2 turns of bracing. We did have a brick as well. I completely forgot about that. Well, we'll see what we can do, won't we? Kindly refuse. And a thing. I think I want to... Yeah, I'll try to make this stream at least 2 hours long this time. That's usually what I try to aim for, but obviously... If I decide not to, for whatever reason, usually because I want to, you know, get back to work ASAP after streaming, and before streaming, but usually after streaming. Because, yeah, I've not gotten as much sleep as I should have in the past. It depends, just the past week in general. It's not complete, I mean, that's just the straight truth. You know what? I think I will do flood into footage, just in case. Now, it would have been nice to level up beforehand, but I think we can level up here. Well, let's find out. Let's see if I can sneak this. Can I sneak this by? Because in here we do 4 kicks and hope we hit them all. The answer is yes, thankfully. We only get an 8 experience for that garbage. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not hurting me that much, but still. Pain. Vengeful athlete. We are gonna brace here. Yeah, if me yawning wasn't any indicator as to how not slept I am. I mean, I woke up earlier today, but it'll be a lot better. We have to hit at least 3 of these, right? Yeah, good. Core strength would be appreciated, but any good perk would do. Yawn at the same time? Hey. Well, I mean, if this breaks immersion, so be it, but I mean, I am on a delay, as short as it is. I think ultra low sets me to about like 6 to 7 seconds tops, but you get the point here. I have 8 strength, man. Anywho. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about just timing in general, yeah, you're not wrong about that. 3 kicks. Oh, we have a brick sever, by the way. I think I would actually get... Well, no, we get just as much damage. The funny part is that, though, we can do this and then throw the brick. So... we do still 2-turn him. And the real 2-turn. I think I'm gonna just rest here. As much as I would like to just... As much as I would like to take an extra damage researcher, I don't think I get the luxury of doing that. So we're just gonna heal as much as possible before we enter footage and then maybe painting. But we'll see, won't we? So we're just gonna go all out and see what happens. Is this 4 damage? Yeah, it's 4 damage. So yeah. But directly what's happening after this stream is I'm definitely going to be doing some research into things, making sure that I've got things settled, because there's a couple of things... Oh, nice double miss, by the way, on 4 kicks, but so be it. Yeah, gonna research into some things, making sure that these mechanics I have no big flaws that can be easily foreseen. mainly as they pertain to being able to switch in between, which should be a simple variable switch, but you always want to be safe, in my opinion. If you're working with variables and or switches, in my case it's RPG Maker, so both, you do want to make sure that even all your variables are doing some worth, and if I'm not even at the phase of trying to cut variables and switches down, I'm just trying to make sure that things work properly. So if I'm using variables and switches to switch between certain mechanics and then implementing those mechanics myself, yeah, I think it would be a good idea to make sure that everything works correctly. We're going to take Inverzumi here, by the way. If we get the semi-auto, so be it, but there's no way I could have known that. That being said, we do have painting, so let's switch to the mansion now. And we're doing 2 mansion investigations anyway. And yeah, we'll find out. I feel like there's something else. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just keep talking then. So, yeah. On the topic of mechanics, by the way, yeah, basically button mashing, combinations, and or even just simple things like doing RNG, but whether or not I want to show that to the player, usually I do, but the way in which I want to basically... Presentation is a thing, like whether it's a dice rolling on screen, whether it's a coin flipping on screen, as Feared Hunger does, whether it is just a number showing up in dialogue. Turns out more than a few developers, from what I've seen and observed, have messed things up like that, so you get some weird bugs like text popping out of a dialogue box or animations just simply not playing, which is funny to hear about, but it really is it's not the worst problem. At least it doesn't crash the game. But again, usually these things come off inappropriate uses or misunderstandings of how certain variables and switches work, especially in specifically in RPG Maker. But again, the other part of it is a lot of it also comes from the misuse of plugins, but that's why I'm usually really adverse to using plugins unless they are at minimum a time save, but sometimes it's a matter of... Oh, am I going to die here, by the way? Maybe I should have taken... No, we don't take... I should have taken... Well, okay, it's fine for now. Do I want to take... Nope, we got Lost Path. There's no way we're taking painting. So, without further ado... Okay, hold on. I need to focus for a moment. Take Ramen into painting, but we need to make sure we heal Reason here. So we're going to forget Enthrallment first, but we'll walk for a moment and find out. Yeah, we'll find out. Ooh, hang up immediately. I guess we are going to rest now. We have to. We're going to die otherwise. But I don't want to keep doing that. Fetid fumes. Pain. Oh, this might not be any better. I definitely need to level up ASAP, but we can't. Yeah, there are fights like this that I can't really take. It'll depend. So I just talked about how I wanted to go for 2 hours. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen. I think I'm reaching the limits of my own in real life sanity. But we'll see, right? Dexterity, Reason. We'll see. I got at least one more good run in me, but oh my sweet goodness, 6 stamina damage. Yeah, yeah. As you can already hear, I'm yawning quite a lot, which is not a good sign. But as we take 3 stamina damage here, a Thotu, right? I think it's because we're on a Thotu. No, Cthulhu. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. We can hit 3 kicks, right? Please tell me we hit 3 kicks. Oh my sweet goodness, that really scared me for a moment. I think we can sell that. Irezumi. Nope, Yakuza card. I think it's Yakuza card you need. Right? No. Yeah. So we need Yakuza card to sell this hunting rifle. That might be fine. But we're reaching our last possible moment to buy cigarettes here. Too late now, though. I'm going to throw one of these handcuffs away. We'll go for basically thorough investigation. Doing this gives you thorough investigation. So we'll definitely be able to level up. I'm doing this off mainly for the sake of Reason. Extra perks are nice, but I need the Reason. But we'll see, right? We'll see. I did forget my second encounter, by the way, so I'm already considering that when I'm entering the lighthouse here, but Cthulhu things and getting lost. Vital glue. Go for the weapon. Fail because what's 9 strength to an 11 roll? I really need to play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my goodness. No, stop. My Reason. Oh my goodness. Again, I'll give it one more good run, although I can feel it. Like, while I do want to usually, because I always look at some streams and content creators and go like, well, you really shouldn't stream for only like an hour, 90 minutes, but then I'm doing things myself, and as you've seen, my streams are now no better, so I can really only say things against myself, and we are dead here. Like, we have no choice but to die. We have no choice but to die. So, you know what? All things considered, I'll at least give you one more good run, but I promise you. Did I lose? Yeah, I'm at a score of 0 again. Unfortunately, I'll show you it, just to be sure. But, without further ado, I didn't even fade in. That's how out of it I am. But, as we get into our last run here, if nothing else, let's stop and think at least as we get into Cthulhu again. 7th Curse character exclusive, Mimi. So, I think we started the stream with Mimi, but we're definitely gonna be... Yeah, I think for the sake of my own sanity, we're going to be ending the stream with Mimi. Knowledge, second encounter, Jordan, light, second mystery, to every single non-stat check, maybe charisma check. Don't usually care about that, but maybe we do. However, I've learned my lesson. We're not going to go to the occult shop. We're going to go to the hardware shop instead. As we fill this empty bottle, look for this rumor, kind of, without burning my eyes out. When I say that, I mean, like, when the game fades in like that, it does hurt my eyes if I do it too much. Mermaids, Ramen, Bulletin, Botanist, Festival. Okay, good. So, a road closed tragedy at some point, but we're gonna take Bulletin now regardless. So, hey, we're also on 7th Curse, right? So we start with funds. That's why we have 5 funds, so, yeah. You know what? It's a knowledge weapon. I'm not gonna reroll. We're just gonna go consistent here. We are still gonna prepare, but we're gonna move on in a moment. So we have, like I said, we have a lot of roads closed tragedies, so... I think we have Botanist as well, but we're visiting the village a few times, so let's put the police patrols in the village for the moment. That kind of doesn't matter, because we're visiting both locations, I think, but... I'll do what I can. Why not? And you know what? We're also... Yeah, as you just saw right there, I'm going to start rolling on events and seeing what happens. Unless the game forces me to roll, but you know what? 7 knowledge, roll a 9... Idiot. Oh, goodness. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop! Can I roll another... Give me anything other than a 9. Give me something lower than a 9. That isn't... You can't... That event has no rolls, but let's find out. This one doesn't either, unless I just decide to go in. I'm already at 22% Doom? Why? Take a bath. That was me tapping on my mouse, by the way, but for those who are it's hard for them to see the screen. I rolled an 11 on luck, so yeah, let's. I mean, I'm gonna keep rolling. If for no other reason, I mean, the game forces me to roll. Okay, we got a fair luck check. Oh, we got a fair roll there, finally. But let's keep seeing, right? Follow the weird man. Roll a 1. I mean, it's fair because we're rolling. If you roll 3 12s and then you roll 3 1s, we can call that fair, right? I mean, as odd as that is to happen. Basically, you shouldn't be rolling bull curves when you are rolling dice, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to take the 6 damage in the face. We have a bottle of water, so we can afford it. But in the meanwhile, you know, I would like to not keep taking 3 stamina damage, so let's just defeat the dog. 15 experience. Yeah, it's fine. Kind of. Not really. Oh, we have 7th Curse, so we have to avoid them. And let's talk to this bulletin. /phone. Wait for the internet in about 20 years. Remember the note? Yeah, I'm getting really tired. But... yeah, because I don't want to... Like, obviously... You know, if it's a 90-minute stream, but you at least get some good quality, as opposed to a 2-hour stream, but the last 30 minutes are absolute garbo. I mean, I would rather give you the 90 minutes of me being somewhat sane. I almost said footage. Botanist, and then Festival. So we'll take Botanist now, just in case we need to take Festival third for some weird reason. We'll take Strength, even though we have the heavy duty, but you know what? Bracing is important to me. As we fight the Obsessed Man, I can go for a 1 turn here. No way I miss all 3, right? No. We also don't hit all 3, so... Rolling on 85%. What did I say that was? 85%? Yeah, 85%. Well, we have to trade reason here, by the way. I mean, we don't have to. I think it'd be good for me to do so, though. We are still at a high threat level, so we also need to rest. Yeah, I don't get the tireless bonus, but we need it. And away we go. So the thing I said about rolling 3 1s and 3 12s, just throw that out the window the moment you miss an 85% chance in combat. It's funny because I started the stream talking about how the RNG wasn't that... I mean, I usually say something like that for World of Horror. Yeah, where's it? I mean, if the game's gonna throw me no bones at 85%, I might as well gamble on 3 attacks at 65. You know what? Forgiven, for now. So this is still a fair RNG of a sort. There's not much more to say. I'm actually running on fumes figuratively here, so... What did I roll there? I look like I rolled a 7. I don't even remember because I'm just out of it right now. I'm still concentrated, of course. I think that was my second encounter. No, I think I fought more stuff. Why do I feel like I fought like 4 enemies and 2 mysteries? Well, it's up to me to remember them then. Because I don't remember them. The least I can do is remember that every single encounter after this is not my second encounter. I did get Ghostly Spear. That's going to be very good, but only for so long. So, what did I don't even remember what I fought. I don't think even the last thing I fought before Shiro-san was my second encounter. I feel like that was like my 4th encounter. Possibly 3rd, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't need the Doom, but as my Doom hit 63% here because Katarufu things, I think. Yeah, Katarufu things. We could be in a very bad situation. But we'll find out. Yeah, because I did something into Botanist. Yeah, Bolton into Botanist. And visiting so many different locations means you can fight quite a few enemies. Even before you start your second mystery. If your first one is Bolton. But we'll take Mermaids for now. We'll probably... Maybe we take Burns and Festival. I'm going crazy. I'm going absolutely crazy. Help! Can't cast Ghostly Spear because there's no enemy at the stone's edges. We have a flashlight, we might as well use that. We have a Ritual Robe, that's not going to do as much for me, but I might as well equip it. And let's see what happens. So we take the handcuffs back, we level up, might as well. Anatomy class, Strength. And let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, I'm mixing my clicks. Oh goodness, help. Help, 7 knowledge, by the way. Nope. Why would I ever? Oh, we're gonna die to Doom, by the way. Monument, please. Can you ask for funds? Can you ask for funds? No? Cool. I mean, I'll try my best, but I promise we just need to roll on this. Oh my goodness. Why? Resting now is absolutely worthless. At least I'll get to use Festival, but... The thing is, I didn't need to. As long as things went right for me. Oh my goodness, can we even do this? No, not really, actually. Maybe. Yeah, I think we can. This is guaranteed, right? Please tell me this is guaranteed. Oh, I only took 1 stamina. Well, now it's definitely guaranteed. In 3 turns, anyway. And away we go. So, we're gonna take Burns and go into Festival. I think we need to, though, because entering any other mystery with, like, 3 stamina, 4 reasons... Oh, this is worse, actually. Oh, no, actually, no. Because I'm doing a thing. Or I'm going into Festival. Unless Burns would have hurt me here because I run into an enemy, but we'll see. We'll see in a hot moment. Let's drink this bottle of water, by the way. And off we go. So, Festival, sorry. I almost clicked ramen. But for the moment, yeah, let's actually do this. We have a bottle of water, so we don't need to heal stamina specifically. And Reiko's not going to help us, so... We have ramen left. If we run into Miku, we could be in a bad way. If we get a bunch of doomed out, I didn't want to do that because Cthulhu was supposed to actually give off funds. That's not good. Oh, goodness gracious. No, I gotta, well, specifically take a nap after this, but I'll try my best. Oh, wait, I think we take Insomnia here. But we'll see. The Leech Girdle is not what I want to run into either, but hopefully we can do something here. Can we do something here? Yeah, we can. This is bonus damage as well? Of course not. Well, we can throw the Scalpel in, I think, 2-turn this, right? Yeah. Well, close enough. I mean, it still gets the job done, so guaranteed. And off to Timeline B stuff I go. Or Timeline A. Hopefully Timeline A. If we're on Timeline B, I think we pretty much die here. We'll see in a hot moment, won't we? Oh, we are on Timeline B, and we can't really do a lot of damage. So, bye! 90% Doom starting our last mystery. How about it? What other plays did I have? I guess it's interesting to think about, but... Oh goodness, I'm going crazy. Okay, gotta stay focused. Gotta stay up for this last mystery. Ramen, we'll as I mentioned before, we'll struggle till the end. So, knowledge, we'll take reason. Why not? Monument, try to monument 2 or 3 times. 1, 2. Nope. And we're just gonna have to be happy with what we get. 86% Doom. Immediately into a Gigolo fight. Well, shoot. We can't actually run here. Or we can't... Well, we can run, but I don't think it grants us anything. Unfortunately, we're not much better off if we don't. And this is actually an Eldritch enemy for whatever reason, so... Ghostly Sphere, I guess. Yeah, I did completely forget about that spell. Still, though, really? Do we get this? We do. Okay, good. Just making sure. Oh my goodness, I am slowly losing my mind. And by losing my mind, I mean tired, so... Oh my goodness. 2 Doom, can we take this? I think we can take this. We're gonna have to take it. We're in ramen right now, but still. Oh goodness, please survive me. I don't think we do. I think this is a max threat level location too. No high threat level. Never mind. Never mind. But 94% Doom? Yeah, this is... Let me see the sound effects. I think we got time skip, right? So we already did get time skip. I don't think it matters, though. We need to pop the funds or stamina rule. Nope, never mind, because I entered the hardware store, and that's right, I already left the monument. So I was dead anyway. I was dead anyway because I couldn't use the monument, and there are not really a lot of ways, and I died there because I rolled a 10 and lost reason anyway. So... You know what? Fair enough. We're going to end this stream on a score of 0. But yeah, without further ado, if you need to leave, feel free to do whatever you want, whether you want to support me or not. That is, what you see is what you get for the moment. But as I try to continue on progressing through, I will end the stream in about a couple minutes. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'm just going to close out the stream because I have no idea what I'm going to stream tomorrow unless anyone has any requests. I guess that's the thing I can ask. But yeah, we end on a score of 0, and that makes me really sad. But yeah, tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure. If things happen, things happen. If they don't, maybe I do more World of Horror mod stuff, because I did see some things that I could just translate to English. I don't think I'm going to play on really 1.02 anymore. There's not really any reason to, because it's not like we really got much added. Anything that does exist for 1.02 mod-wise, I can just basically, modify it for 1.01. I'm not going to do anything weird. Just make sure things work on 1.01. And yeah, without further ado, Sunday. I don't know. Maybe just World of Horror Sunday too. That's why I usually say World of Horror for Sunday. But again, as we near Halloween, if nothing happens for World of Horror content-wise, I'm definitely gonna start switching over from World of Horror. So I might still do a daily World of Horror, a daily weekday thing for World of Horror, but we'll see come Sunday when I have things more figured out for the upcoming week. Also, let me know if I should start making a weekly schedule. I know I don't really adhere to a, planning things in advance, but I do normally would want to. It's just that these days I do things spontaneously. But yeah, without further ado, though, if no one has any questions and whatnot, I will just close out the stream. We end on a score of 0, and I guess I'll see you when I see you. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to stay in contact, subscribing and turning notifications on is probably the best way, because if you're not reaching out to me, the only way I reach out to everyone else is mainly through YouTube. I don't really post on Twitter, and I don't really do a lot on Discord aside from, DMs and whatnot, wherever they are. I do have a business email, but obviously that's for business related things. So if you want to, do something that involves me on this channel, sometimes the business email is a good way to do it. People have reached out to me before through that email that exists there. I guess just to say it once, just to be sure, because it's there on my page. But if you don't know, my business email for at least the channel is view email address. It's me, Jordan MMLB. So to spell that out, JORDANMMLB @gmail.com. So literally my channel name without the underscores. So again, that's JORDANMMLB @gmail.com. Otherwise, you can see it through my channel details on my channel. And yeah, that'll be that. So again, I won't take up much more of your time. Thank you for everyone for watching. Everyone who's watching either now or in the future as a VOD. And I will see you when I see you. No timestamps needed because my AFK timers are pretty accurate. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!